Hey, my friends, how you doing? This is the Your Book, Your Voice Coffee Chat. Open forum coffee chat for you, the author. Whether you're a fiction author, nonfiction author, doesn't matter. This is for you because if you don't have your book as an audiobook, you really need to do that, and you need to do that sooner than later. I do this coffee chat. I do keep it open forum, though I do pick a topic just to give you some information. Though you're always welcome to let me know about any topics you would like me to discuss regarding the audiobook world, because I am an audiobook coach and producer. My name is Robert A. Lane, audiobook coach and producer, helping authors like yourself turn your great books, whether your book is recently published or maybe you published it 10 years ago. It doesn't matter. You should still turn that book into an audiobook. And I help authors do that by coaching you and guiding you on how to set up your own recording space, how to do a great narration, being compelling and engaging from opening credits to closing credits. And then I do all the editing for you because every audiobook has to be edited, right? There's audio post-production editing that has to happen. If you don't do it, 9 out of 10 times your audiobook will be rejected if you try to upload it for publication in any distribution platform, because there are specific specifications that have to be met when you upload your audiobook. And if you don't meet those, your book will be rejected. It's that simple. So if you work with me, of course, that's not going to happen. You're going to get uploaded and published correctly the first time, and it'll be perfect. It'll be right. It'll be awesome. It'll be engaging. It'll be exactly what you need to add to your arsenal of products. Yeah, you got your ebook, your paperback, your hardcover, and now your audiobook. Now, here's the key, though. You're narrating it in your own voice. You are doing the narration. You, the author, you have what it takes. You have the voice. You have the skills. You just need the guidance, and that's what I do. You want to learn more? Reach out to me at robertlanecoaching.com. Right on the top of the page on my website, it says book a call. Just book a call. Simple, free, quick audiobook consultation. That's all it is. Audiobook consultation. And that's it. Oh, that was the wrong graphic I showed you for those of you seeing this on YouTube and LinkedIn. But you're more than welcome to join the fan community that I have for my band Lane's Lair. I love doing live. Okay, anyway, so that's pretty funny. I do have a topic today, and I just want to touch on it for a little bit, and that is about audiobook languages. And I've been asked once in a while, I have my book. Should I publish it in multiple languages? Should I, maybe I'm from Mexico or from Spain, and my native language is Spanish, so. I'm doing my audiobook in English, of course, but I'm also want to hit that market. I want to hit the Spanish market because that's my culture. That's where I'm from. And so my answer to you, of course, is yes, you can absolutely do that, and you should do that. Now, whether you do the narration yourself, I think it's awesome if you do. If you're bilingual and or multilingual for that matter, and you can speak different languages and do it fluently, and it sounds really good, and you can express yourself the way you want to express yourself, then absolutely do it in another language. Because there are a lot of audiobooks that should be in different languages, and giving other people who may not speak English a chance to enjoy your story. I saw a post not too long ago from my friend Robert Gaines, who posts a lot on LinkedIn, has a lot of great information he shares on there. And he was mentioning about turning your audiobook into a Spanish audiobook. And I thought, yeah, that's really a good thing. And which is why I wanted to talk about it today, because again, if that option is there for you, then do it. Now, here's the thing. All right. I am an audiobook coach. I am an audiobook editor. That's what I do. My clients, I work with you one-on-one through the entire audiobook creation process, and I do all the editing for you. And when I edit, I listen to everything in real time. Listen to everything that you record. If your audiobook is 10 hours long, well, that's a minimum of 10 hours of listening. It's actually a lot longer than that, because editing, probably I spend at least 80 to 100 hours literally of editing, because I want to make sure your audiobook sounds fantastic. And I do quality control passes, everything that I need to do to make sure your book is great. Now, if you're doing it in another language, this is my piece of advice. Make sure that you do have an editor who really understands the language that you're speaking in, is fluent in it, because they need to be able to catch. Maybe there is a mispronunciation. Maybe there's a slurred word. Maybe there's too big of a gap or not enough space in between words or sentences or paragraphs. Things that they can catch and fix for you so that your audiobook sounds awesome, smooth, and compelling and engaging, and that listener's going to love listening to it. So again, it's really important to make sure that the editor and person that's helping you produce your audiobook knows what they're doing, knows how to edit, knows how to clean up your audio, knows how to make it meet the exact specifications for publication, but also understands the language that you're putting your audiobook in, so that there's no question on anything that editor's doing that you're going to scratch your head and go, what? Why'd you do that? So make sure you have a good editor. Don't just go throwing your audio files to some company who says, oh, we'll clean it up in an hour or 2 hours. We'll run it through our program. That'll be perfect. They're not listening to your audiobook. They're not catching any of these other subtleties, anomalies, mispronunciations, all those things that I've mentioned earlier. They're not catching that because they are not listening to your audiobook. And that is not a good way of editing. You cannot cut corners. When you published your book, I hope you hired an editor, a professional editor, to go through it and make sure that everything is exactly the way it needs to be. Every author I've worked with, every author who's gone through my audiobook coaching program, when they published their book, they went through the proper channels. They hired a professional editor. They hired a professional formatter, cover designer, whatever they needed to make their book as professional as possible. And that's what you do. Same thing with an editor. You got to make sure you hire the best of the best, okay? Another thing that I definitely want you to not do is, I want to put my book in multiple languages, so I'm just going to AI generate it. Bad move. Bad move. Number one, you've just sucked the life and soul out of your book in the language that you're AIing, okay? Secondly, it sounds like AI, and there's always mispronunciations, especially with the other languages. I hear it all the time, and it's just not a good thing. So if you're going to do the narration in another language, do it yourself. That's number one. If for some reason you want to put it in a language that you do not speak, then get a professional voiceover person who's fluent in that language to narrate your audiobook. Okay? Don't cut corners. All right, that's what I wanted to share with you in regards to multiple languages or just doing your audiobook in different languages. Do it, okay? Just do it, because there's an audience for it out there, and that audience needs to be served, actually. So if there's any thoughts that you would like to share regarding the audiobook world, I'd be happy to talk about it here on Coffee Chat. If you'd like to book a call, please do. By the way, links in the description for scheduling a call. Let's talk about your book. Let's get you enrolled in the Your Book, Your Voice audiobook coaching program. I'm telling you, this is a thing that you don't want to pass up, okay? It's a great business decision for you as an author, as an entrepreneur, as a business person, because you are an author brand, to turn your book into an audiobook, and especially one that you narrate. Very important, okay? So do it and make that investment. You invested in publishing your book professionally in the first place. Don't cut corners on the audiobook. Make the investment. It's the greatest thing you can do. And the best thing about it, and what I love sharing, and I hope you really take it to heart, is the fact that you are leaving your legacy in your own voice, in first person, for others to discover you, for generations to come, to hear you tell your story the way it was meant to be told and the way it was meant to be heard. That's why you narrate your own audiobook. All right. Again, check the links in the description. Book a call. Would love to speak with you and get you enrolled in the Your Book, Your Voice audiobook coaching program. My VIP program, where I work with you one-on-one through the entire process, is only 12 weeks. That's all it takes for you to set up your own recording space, narrate your audiobook, get it edited and cleaned up and uploaded and published. That's simple. All right, my friends, have a great day. Your assignment, as always, is when you're out and about in the world, smile at a stranger, say hello to them, give them a compliment, because that small gesture of kindness can make the world of difference in somebody's life. We need more positivity in this world, and you have the power to spread positivity, so do it. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Robert A. Lane with Coffee Chat, the Your Book, Your Voice Coffee Chat. Again, go to robertlanecoaching.com, book your call, find out more information about the Your Book, Your Voice audiobook coaching program as well. And let's do it. I'd be happy to work with you and help you turn your book into an audiobook that you narrate. So thank you to YouTube and LinkedIn followers. We'll say goodbye to you guys first. Take care.